This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive. This is Jay with Car Guys New England, and today I'm at Sunnyside Acura in Nashua, New Hampshire to test drive the new Acura NSX. All right, so we're going to be driving this beautiful car today, and let's go inside. Let's meet with Bob, and we'll get on the road shortly after going over this beautiful car. So let's go in here. Okay. Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jay. How are you?
Good. Good to see you. So we're going to be test driving the Acura NSX today.
Yes, pre-production 2017 Acura NSX, and we'll see what your opinion is. See what you like about it. See what you don't like.
Excellent.
All right, this is the 2017 Acura NSX. This is 573 horsepower. Has multiple motors / engines in it. It is a hybrid vehicle, so you can operate in complete electronic mode, and you can also operate a combination between the electric motors and the gasoline engine. The gasoline engine is a twin-turbo V6, produces approximately 500 horsepower. The combined 3 electric motors produce the rest of the approximate 73 horsepower. You've got 2 independent electric motors in the front, the gasoline engine in the rear, and another electric motor mounted on the bottom of that gasoline engine for the complete package. Now, this particular vehicle here is a pre-production model. Normally they start at about the $160,000 range. The specification on this one is about $185,000. The difference on this one, it has a carbon fiber package on the outside, so you've got carbon fiber piece on the front, the side sills, and on the rear. One of the big upgrades on this car is the ceramic carbon fiber brakes, and these wheels are the exclusive Y-spoke design that come on the NSX. As a base, you can get additional wheels, but I think they look pretty sharp.
Yep.
Directly. This vehicle also has, which we'll I'm sure see in a few minutes, the Alcantara suede headliner and inserts on the seat. Helps you to stay right in place while you're testing the car out. It also has a carbon fiber package on the inside and on the engine itself. So you've got the carbon fiber engine cover on this, twin turbo V6, and a little bit of room. If you don't have too long of drivers for your golf clubs, you could probably fit a bag of golf clubs in here, which would be pretty good to go for a nice day of golf and a nice ride at the same time.
Excellent. Very nice.
So this NSX is a 9-speed dual clutch system. Shifts extremely quick. You can have it in 4 different driving modes. You've got quiet mode, sport plus, and track mode. Track mode, just like it sounds, it takes off all the babysitting, no traction control. You really need to be paying attention to what you're doing, and you should really be in a closed environment because the car does accelerate extremely fast, and if you're not paying attention, it will certainly get away from you. Quiet mode is all electric, just like it sounds. You're maxing out the gas mileage, and you're sort of slipping under the radar. The combination with the Sport and the Sport Plus, the Sport mode uses electric and the gasoline engine, and the Sport Plus leans heavily on the gas engine by itself. It also keeps the RPMs up a little higher when you're in Sport Plus. You can also push the drive button in the middle, push that to manual, and then you'll have even more use of the paddle shifters.
Sounds good to me.
It's definitely a good place to start. It's a fun vehicle, no doubt about that.
Well, let's find out. So one of the first things that I noticed about this car, and definitely a big improvement over the smaller Lamborghinis like the Gallardo and the Huracan, is that I have a substantial amount of headroom.
Sure.
And actually, when I went to go look at a Huracan, I went for a private showing of one.
Right.
And I was embarrassed because I couldn't even get in the car.
Right.
Which the nice thing is about this car, I can get in it no problem, and I have plenty of headroom.
Right, right. I'm 6'3" myself.
Yep.
And I've got a couple of inches on the top. Leg room is pretty good. Same for driving. I know you're a tall guy as well, so
Yeah.
it's rare to have that room in a car that's really this compact, because it is a very small car. It's bigger than the first gen, but this one for the second generation NSX, really a lot of room. Very easy to drive, very comfortable. Hour and a half drive, no big deal.
Nice. Well, let's take it for a spin and see what it got.
Let's go.
Awesome. All right. So
yeah, you've got up and down on the left, same like any normal car. It'll show you the revs once you switch into drive. It'll show you the miles per gallon or miles per hour, and then the revs on the right. And then all you have to do is, you're already in Sport Plus mode.
Yep.
So Sport, all electric, quiet, good for the environment, not a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
But you kick it back over, and then all you need to do to go forward, you put on the brake and you push the D button for drive.
Okay. Excellent. So that's a little bit different than the Lamborghini, where to just put it in drive, the car starts in neutral, and then you would. That's why I hit the paddle there. So
Right.
I'm just so used to that.
A little bit different.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I like how tight the steering feels. Just seems like a very tight car. Seems like it handles very well. I can't wait to take it on some side roads too after a quick highway blast.
It is. It's very responsive. The brakes are right there when you need them. In Sport Plus, acceleration is right there when you need it. The steering wheel is a great shape for me. I like to run it a little bit sort of 3 and 9. You've got extra bolsters in that section, so you can really get a good grip on it. So if you are accelerating faster, you feel like you're in control of the car.
Yep.
And that's another benefit too, because if you're using the paddle shifters, your hands are already in the right position. But yes, very responsive, and it's always nice to have a co-pilot, because you can help to see around some of the corners. There's a couple little blind spots, but overall the mirrors are out far enough.
Well, compared to the Lamborghini, this definitely, I can see around it much better, which is nice. And we're getting on the highway here, just taking it easy, getting a feel for the car. And just by the feel of this thing feels fast, but let's see. Very nice. Oh yeah. Sounds great too.
You're driving more of in a manual mode, but if you have it in just, you let the car do the shifting, it will hold the RPMs.
Yep.
And if you are in sort of a, I don't want to say a danger zone, but if you're in that spot too long, it will flash and say, "Be aware, you're in the 8,000 range right now." So
Gotcha. So the 9th gear is like overdrive.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll get usually when it gets up into that point in Sport Plus, it won't throw you back into EV mode. But if you're in Sport mode and you're in 9th gear, it'll be, I would say, at least half electronic. Just like any other car, you get on the highway, you can put it on cruise control, set it wherever you want to set it, and then the electric motors will take over, and then you'll see the miles per gallon gauge go from 21, 22 miles a gallon, and it peaks out. It'll just go all the way to the right, 80 plus. So you could essentially, if you're going on a long drive, if you drive it in Sport Plus and you're on the highway most of the time, very good gas mileage.
The interior is also very comfortable. I'd feel comfortable going on a long ride in this.
It's this particular vehicle is decked out with the Alcantara suede. So you've got the suede headliner, some suede bits on the door panels and the glove box, and like I mentioned, the suede insert on the seats as well, which is nice to kind of keep you in place.
Yep.
So you don't feel like you're sliding around too much.
Well, plus the weight savings of the Alcantara as well, even though it doesn't matter with me in the car. But yeah, I like how the mirrors are very large on this too. Really good visibility, actually, compared to what I'm used to. Personally, you can't really see anything in the Lamborghini.
Yes, it's almost. I mean, it reminds me of the mirror pedestals that are on like the Paganis. They're not as artistic as that.
Yeah.
And I know those are completely different kind of cars, but they have that sort of almost like a flower or stem from a wine glass that kind of sticks out, and you've got these nice pods on the end.
Yep.
To give you good visibility. You also get a good shot of the back end of the car when you're driving. So.
Yeah. This thing's awesome. I'm gonna try a downshift and just see how it launches from there. Wow, that's awesome. What I really like about this is it. Really fast, but also very refined, if you know what I mean. It's you know, it could be a very comfortable car for you know, a long road trip or something like that, where you're not going to get fatigued by engine noise and things like that that just exhaust you. But it's very comfortable, very fast, and just very nice, refined ride to the car, and very comfortable.
Yeah, and it's surprising, even in the sport mode or the sport plus mode, where the suspension is stiffened up, you're still not feeling every bump in the road. I mean, which is a good thing, obviously. But yeah, the car always just seems to pull when you want that juice. It's right there. But like you said, you can drive it normally, and you're not going to feel like you're, you know, taking a big toll just because, oh, there's one part of the highway where I know I can, you know, go a little bit faster and have a little bit of fun, but 95% of the other time it's going to be this horror where, like you said, your ears are getting destroyed by the engine. I mean, it's right behind us. And so in that sense, it's got sort of the reliability and the drivability of an everyday car, but you're able to, you know, drive it with some more performance.
Yep. So we'll try out some back roads here and just see how it handles through them. What grade gasoline does this run on?
This is 93. So it's approximately 15-gallon tank.
Yeah.
So filled up, you can go, depending on, you know, 375 miles on a full tank.
Which is pretty good.
Maybe a little less. Yeah, some cars, some of these cars with this much power, it's a different kind of power. It really gobbles it up. But this does a really good job of the balance. And of course, it's all the way you drive.
Yep.
You know, if you're driving heavy-footed, it's a bit different.
Which I normally do, but I'm kind of holding back.
Sure.
ever done launch control on this?
I have not.
As anyone that you know of?
We have three people at the dealership that went to NSX certification.
Yeah.
So in order to sell the NSX, you have to have a certified master technician, you have to have a certified sales consultant, and a certified service advisor. Actually, 4 people, and a certified sales manager.
Mm-hmm.
So we sent four of our guys out for training. Fernando is our master tech. He does all the work on the new NSXs. BJ is our service advisor for that. Mike Kane is our sales consultant, and Wally is our sales manager. So they were all able to drive the NSX on the track with a performance coach in the vehicle.
Nice.
So they got to do multiple laps on the track. First lap was get used to it, see what's going on, and the next lap was literally faster, 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 go, 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 brake, brake, brake. So he would give you all of the coaching that you needed to really find out what the car was all about, which I thought was really cool.
Nice.
So they started with the whole lineup actually that day. They started off with the ILX, then they went to the TLX, then the RLX, then they drove the whole Acura lineup so they could see the difference between the cars. And then they also drove the competitors, so the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Audi, all the competitors of the NSX, or cars that are in the same range
Category.
They drove all of those cars so they could compare. Oh, that one does this one does this. I like how this works. I like how that works. So they could really compare it. So when people would come in and ask us questions,
Yep.
we'd have an answer. Yes, I drove that car and I drove this one right after it, and this is how this car reacted. So it's a really good program that they have set up. It is quite an investment as a dealership.
I can imagine.
One of the things that we had to buy or upgrade was our tire changer. So that it's a rimless tire changer. So it basically squeezes the tire off the rims so that you can get them on there. That was a pretty big upgrade. And we have a zero clearance alignment lift as well. So it comes out of the floor so you can drive these cars into the shop and directly up. And you don't have to worry about hitting anything.
Convenient.
It is. It works out well, consequently, for a lot of other cars, but we upgraded to that just for the NSX. So we have about 7 or 8 first generation NSXs that service with us as well every year, and about half of those people bought the cars from us originally.
Nice.
So they still have them 25 years later. Sure. So the NSX has 4 different driving modes. It has a quiet mode, which is all electric, which is what we're in right now, and it'll show you on the cluster where the power is, where the all-wheel drive is engaged, the dynamics as far as the suspension, whether it's harder or softer. And you can tell right now, you don't hear engine noise. Extremely quiet. You're getting maximum miles per gallon. The next one up is sport mode. Changes. You get the assist of the electric motors. And your powertrain is set up a little bit different. It's a little bit stiffer suspension, a little bit more reliability on the gasoline engines, the gasoline engine, and then Sport Plus. You can hear the gas really turn in, and then all of the power shifts. The suspension tightens up, and the RPMs go up, ready to go.
So Bob, I had a great time in the NSX today. Awesome car, definitely a lot roomier than a lot of Italian exotics that I've been in.
Sure.
Thank you so much today for making this possible. If people are interested in your dealership, where can they find out more?
Right on the website, sunnysideacura.com.
Awesome. And your social media accounts?
Social media accounts is facebook.com/sunnysideacura. Instagram is the same thing. Twitter's the same thing. So we're all on there, and if you get on one of them, shoot an email, it'll come directly to me.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. If you have comments or questions, be sure to comment down below. This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.